two homegrown sides will be competing to be champions of this edition of the tournament. We're about to get underway. It's going to be Barcelona Groc in the purple strip, Barcelona Blau in the Blaugrana. So we will get things underway. It will be Barcelona Blau who are going from left to right. And it has been a fantastic few days of action. Really good to see the homegrown sides getting through to the final.
Yeah, it's amazing. 4th day of tournament. We can see early in the morning, but we still, well, there's a lot of families coming today. This first final with the players from Barcelona, the two Barça Schola teams. But I'm sure during the morning, more and more people is going to come. All the expedition from the different countries are going to be here, enjoying, having fun with these 4 finals.
Well, it has been a real family atmosphere, and we get underway with the under-8s final. Ball knocked back into the defence, and ball intercepted here by the number 6, Aleix Arona. Could see an initial cross come in. It's the first shot of the game. It is comfortably dealt with, though, by Leo Gil, the goalkeeper, who rolls it out short. And we've seen this a lot. The Barca teams from every country playing the ball short out through the goalkeeper.
Yeah, that's one of the characteristics of this tournament. All the expeditions, all the teams are trying to play on the same way. Of course, it's not easy because each country has their own culture and their own expectations and ways to play. But that's why we have our directors, we have our coaches coming from Barcelona to make sure that our idea and everything we are trying to or doing here in Barcelona is also implemented in other countries.
Well, the ball is played short here. It's now with the number 8, Marc Garcia, taken away here. The referee has to get out of the way. Joel Moria challenging for the ball. It's played down the line. It's kept in. And a surging run goes down that right-hand side. Ball finally out of play. And we'll have a corner kick. So first corner of the game. Set pieces a little different with the under-8s, with the lack of height.
Sure, and that's something that we also encourage them to do in all ages, like playing short. In that case, they don't have the power maybe to cross the ball, and we can see here they started with, oh!
The ball's found its way into the net. It's Marc Marquez Vicente who scores. With that ball whipped in, it tricks the goalkeeper. Off the corner.
Yeah, with the goalkeepers at this age, because there's a lot of players that, of course, they don't know in which position they want to play at the future, but none of them wants to be goalkeeper, or few of them wants to be goalkeeper. So sometimes even when we play our internal league, we use normal players, like the ones that are not goalkeepers, playing as goalkeepers because we don't have enough. In that case, the 2 goalkeepers playing right now are goalkeepers since they joined the Barça Schola, and we're going to see their abilities as goalkeepers for sure.
Well, we have 1 goal conceded so far. We're about to reach the 5-minute mark in the game. All lifted long. It's intercepted here by Elliot Leon. And he will go on that solo run. Elliot Leon doubles back. It's across the halfway line to Alexandre Sentis. Interception by Marc Garcia, but it's taken on at the back. First foul of the game is given, and we have a free kick to Barcelona Blau. Free kick could be within shooting range, maybe.
Yes, we were talking about the power from the corners. I don't know if he's going to have enough power. That's the son of Martin Braithwaite, former player for Barcelona.
Well, Romeo Braithwaite lifts the ball over the top. His right-footed strike clears the crossbar. Martin Brathwaite, who departed Barcelona, still stays in the city though as an Espanyol player. And his son continues at the Barça Academy. We are seeing the children of famous players in action in the various Barça divisions. It's a run across the halfway line. It's still with Leon. Leon tries to drag that back. Little shove off the ball on Aleix Rona. Barça Blau try for the clearance. Elliot Leon again takes the ball on. He's played to Brathwaite. Brathwaite goes outside, tries to clip that ball in. It's there for the finish, but it goes across the face of goal. Another cross comes in. This time around, the goalkeeper parries out at the near post. Positive run forward, some nice interplay. We've seen a lot this week of those passes over to the right to spread out play. At this age, it's so important to instill the correct choices when you play the passes.
Sure, that's in all ages it's important to choose the right options, but even more important is to give them options. There's a lot of times that maybe if we cut the team and there's a lot of distance between players, the players with the ball doesn't have much options, and of course sometimes the choose or the pass that they have that they finally choose is not the right one. That's why we promote to be close, to be together, and of course to play collectively.
Well, it's played upfield. It's another interception out from the defence. The captain was taking it on, Alexandre Sentis. Leon will pick this back up. Nice knock back there to Jan Rico. Barça Blau just with slightly the better of possession, but it's Barça Grok who had an opportunity there. This is the breakthrough from Brathwaite. Sliding challenge fails to dispossess Brathwaite, who tries for the finish. And is pounced upon by the goalkeeper. Couple of chances for Romeo Brathwaite so far. Once again, the save by Leo Gil, the goalkeeper. Early challenge comes in. Enrico's dispossessed. Ball played through to Aleix Rona. Now Rona's intercepted. A short pass out, skips that challenge. Will try and bring it across. It's recovered by Elliot Leon. Another ball across the halfway line here. Taking it forward is Daniel Makuochukwu. The challenge there from Eric Valderrama. So we have a player down for Barça Grok. So the player received some magic spray. It was Daniel Makuochukwu. Taking down these players love sliding in for challenges even at this young age. It's really about getting stuck in as under eights.
Yeah, and more today that they are playing a natural grass pitch. They normally use the turf, the artificial grass. So today I'm sure they are enjoying. Also they are seeing some challenges because it's quite different playing in an artificial than natural. The speed of the ball, I'm sure it's going to be different. And also the fatigue of the players, maybe after some minutes playing with this type of surface, it's gonna be quite different.
Throw-in taken by Barcelona Grok. Opportunity to pass that ball to Elliot Leon, taken down the right-hand side. Oh, the offside was called there against Yevgeny Skripnik. Right on the right, Barcelona Blau get players behind the ball. So we will have another free kick, and we're going to get a series of substitutions shortly. Free kick on its way in, the first one of note for Barcelona Grog. Barcelona Grog deliver that in. The goalkeeper at full stretch has to push that out. One of the shorter goalkeepers who we have in this entire tournament.
Yeah, that's true. Unai, one of the short goalkeepers, and more compared with the other goalkeeper from Barcelona Grog, that is quite tall. But he did a very good save in that case. Let's see the first corner for Barcelona Grog. That is trying to have that control, but looks like Barcelona Blau is handling more, like having more possession of the ball. But any of the two teams is like having 100% of control of the game. Let's see if now Barcelona Blau, with that advantage, can start moving the ball and disorganizing the other team.
We will have another free kick, and a series of substitutions are made. Plenty of players rotated out. It is important to give all of these players an experience of this tournament equally.
Sure, it's not just about the score at the end of the tournament. It's more about the experience and of course the development of the player. So we have to make sure that all of them are having minutes. And another important point that we want to promote here is that all of them are also experiencing different positions, not just being like center back or striker. Maybe one match or during 10 minutes you're going to be playing backward, and then another 10 minutes you're going to be playing forward. So are different experiences and context for them to make sure that they are developing in all areas.
Ball goes out of play on this near side. It's going to be a throw to Barcelona Blau, who still lead the way by a single goal. Back here by Alexander Sentis. Hendrik Valderrama dispossessed by Yevgeny Skripnik. And then the goalkeeper gets down to gather that up. Not too much of a test for him. Has made the one save to push the ball out from a troublesome shot. Is Elliot Leon making the run down the right? Can he get that pass in? Tried to do so. We'll get a second go at it. And that drops behind. It is going to be a goal kick. We have had a series of substitutions for Barcelona Grog. Nicked away here. It's played central. And Barcelona Grog trying to clear the ball away. Well, loose there. It does go out of play. It looked as if it went off the attacking player, so out for a goal kick. Barcelona Blau still lead the way by a single goal. That one rolls out of play. It's going to be a throw-in high up the pitch. Elliot Leon is going to take, and he goes short. Will set up for a strike, and it bounces back off the woodwork. Opportunity there for the number 10, Ian Rico. A good shot there that came off the post, and we're going to have another chance for Barcelona Blau. But upfield looked like a handball there, and it is given against the number 10, Eric Arnaldo. So we reach half-time. It's Barcelona Blau who are out in front. A couple of the better shots for them.
Yes, half-time. These last 3-4 minutes we've seen that for Barcelona Grog was difficult to like cross to the other side of the field. So Barcelona Blau was pressing high and was having more control of the ball in that area. They've tried a couple of chances. If they still playing like this, I'm sure the 2-0 is gonna come. Let's see if Barcelona Grog can recover their patience and can start playing from back. We've seen some like nervous from these last actions that they were just trying to clear the ball. Even I was hearing at the families, at the fans saying clear, clear, or shoot out. No, we need to be patient. We need to play and try to like disorganize the other team moving the ball. So let's see if the Barcelona Grog start having this confidence and moving the ball. And of course, Barcelona Blau, if they still playing like this, the second goal will arrive.
Well, we're about to get underway with the second half after this break. A couple of team talks as the players are gathered around their respective coaches. It is Barcelona Blau who are out in front, courtesy of the opening goal of the game. They've had another chance hitting the upright just a couple of minutes before the break. And shortly the players will re-emerge for the second half of this game. This is the final in the under-8, the first final up today. We have several games to round off this Barça Academy World Cup, the 10th edition of the competition. And we are just awaiting the conclusion of half-time. It will be a quick turnaround, not just between halves, but also between games. Next up on the agenda today is the under-10s final between Barcelona Blau and Fukuoka. So players given a briefing, and we will have a change of personnel as well. We'll see a series of substitutions coming up to try and get everybody involved. So the players are back out. Barcelona Blau will be going from right to left in the second half.
Per començar aquesta segona part de la final de la categoria U8. Amb victòria momentània pel Barcelona Blau. On tenim les aficions del Barcelona Blau? I on tenim l'afició del Barcelona Groc? Vinga, una miqueta de soroll, que els nens us necessiten.
So kicking us off will be Barcelona Blau. Going from right to left. Brathwaite looking for that on the left-hand side. It was played back by Alish Bass. Lucia Romeo Brathwaite challenging for that. Ball comes back. Brathwaite on the left. Moves that inside. It comes back to the goalkeeper. Out to Edric Valderrama. Slightly risky ball from him across the face of goal, but that's the kind of confidence that these players have as well, to play the pass that's open to them.
Exactly, that's what we were saying. We need them to be confident and start maybe playing these risky balls that at the end are not risky, in order to overpass the other players and make sure that maybe we can progress and have the same ball and these risky passes, if you want to call it risky, but in other areas of the field, closer to the other goalpost. Let's see, now looks like the Barcelona Grog is a little bit more confident playing back, but looks like the Barcelona Blau is still pressing high, and at the end looks like they are like more or I don't know if individually better players, but it's hard for the Grogs to like progress into the Barcelona Blau field.
So we have a throw for Barcelona Blau. They've had slightly the better of possession. Play a ball over the top there, just slightly too long for Romeo Brathwaite, who was offside in any case. Free kick taken upfield, finds its way all the way through, but it did look as if there was a handball there, so we'll have a free kick for Barcelona Grog. Setting up this will be Joel Moria. Tries that strike, it bounces through and finds its way into the net. Barcelona Grog have equalised courtesy of Joel Moria. Long ball over the top, manages to beat the goalkeeper with a bounce. Difficult one for the goalkeeper, and they're back on terms.
Yeah, also we were talking about the grass, the type of bounce or the way it bounced here, it's quite different. So I'm sure the goalkeeper wasn't expecting that long bound, and it was a long shot from very far, almost the middle of the field, but goal. Let's see now if they can win that confidence, the Barcelona Grog, and start playing and moving the ball from the back till the end, instead of use that.
Well, the ball is played across, and we might see them get back in front already. That ball closed down off the shot from Aleix Bas. Loose here over on the far side. Well, trying for an immediate response, Brathwaite and Aleix Bas. We have a free kick on its way and comes back out. Ryan Adabi. Yevgeny Skipnik. It's out for a goal kick. Well, a good start for Barcelona Grog. They hadn't had too many chances in the first half, but they score with one of their first opportunities, a long-range free kick. Taken upfield by Ricky Thiago. Soren taken on the far side, brought down by Leonardo Bakis. Right through to Brathwaite. Brathwaite will go through on goal, goes for it from distance and scores. Barcelona Blau are back out in front, and it's Romeo Brathwaite who scores. Right-footed strike to beat the goalkeeper, takes that one early. That shows his confidence rather than running close to goal and having it smothered, decides to go for it from distance, hits it with power and places it well.
Yeah, it was a nice pressure from the Barcelona Grog that they were together, but they didn't realize that the five of Barcelona Blau, Braithwaite, was forward. He received the ball, someone sees him, he received the ball, and as you said, the keeper don't know if go or not. So Braithwaite saw the goalkeeper a little bit like out of the goalpost, and he decided to shoot from far.
Well, he scores again on the turn as Barcelona Blau get their third goal. It's 3-1 as Braithwaite manages to find the net. Extending the lead, two important goals to restore control. So 3-1 to Barcelona Blau. And the ball robbed back once again. It's a tight angle. Goalkeeper smothers the first shot. There's the follow-up, and it will drop into the net. There's the fourth goal. The keeper gets two hands to it, but Aleix Bas scores. And this sometimes happens. A couple of goals come in, and then everything opens up.
Yeah, the game is a little bit chaotic now, and the Grogs, I think, are a little bit disorganized. They don't know where they are actually. So let's see if the coach looks like he's going to do some changes. Let's see if they can restart and being patient with the ball. And then the Blaus, that they have an advantage now of, I think it's 3 goals, no? For 1, yes, 3 goals. They can start playing and be more confident with the ball. Because at the end, all the match has been a little bit chaotic with no control of any team, like a lot of control. So now it's time of Barcelona Blau to start having the ball and enjoying that ball.
Barcelona have extended their advantage to 4-1. That was after the long-range equaliser from Joel Moria, which made things a little bit more difficult. Back with the keeper, plays it short. And through by Leonardos Bacchus. Ball has gone out of play. So we will have 4 substitutions for Barcelona Grog. 2 new players on for Barca Blaus, Braithwaite and Skripnik, 2 players off. Really good performance from Braithwaite, showing his quality today. Not just the 2 goals, but he's had a couple of more chances as well.
Yeah, he created a lot on the forward areas of the pitch. Looks like he's that, being a striker. He has a lot of power on that pressure. He recovered a lot of balls there, and then when he received the ball close from the goal, he has his eye just looking at the goal, and he decided very well on that last chances.
We'll play through here. We might see a shot on. It's delivered away from Daniel Makochukwu. Alexander Sentis releases to the right. It's a low shot that finds its way through. There's the 5th goal. The keeper just took his eye off the ball and it rolls through. It was a well-placed shot just out of the reach of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, something similar it happens to the goalkeeper from Barcelona Blau. The type of grass or the speed of the ball, it's different than the one that they are used to play. So I don't know, maybe also a lack of vision from the place here the player shot. But that's 5-1 and looks like I think there's 10 minutes remaining, but the match is almost done. Let's see if now the Grogs can have more chances. Looks like they want to play. They are trying from behind till the other goalpost, but it's challenging for them to overpass these Barcelona Blau players.
We have a new ball onto the field. as we will have a throw-in for Barça Groc.
I l'afició del Barcelona blau, on la tenim?
On the right, little pass in, delivered away.
Els més petits de la casa que avui juguen aquesta primera final, categoria 1.
Taken upfield by Daniel Makwachukwu.
5 gols a 1 del Barcelona blau, amb gols de Marc Márquez, 2 de Romeo, 1 de Jamen i 1 de Ryan.
A dominant display from Barcelona Blau in the second half after the equaliser had been scored.
A la primera part.
Now seeing a little bit more possession for the Grocs. Deception ball passed onto the edge of the area. Double challenge comes in. An attempt to send the ball down the line does go out of play. The intended target was Jan Rico. Marc Garcia with the throw. Taken on onto the edge of the area, dancing past a challenge ball, played across, doesn't quite reach the intended target of Leonardus Bacchus. Barça Blau still on the ball. They've given it away here to Aleix Arona. Held up at the back, that's given away and smashed over the top. Well, Joel Moria has every right to be confident from distance, having scored that long free kick.
Yeah, looks like there's, well, we were talking about the power of these guys, but part of the, or almost all the goals came from long shots or free kicks. It was funny, the goalkeeper from Barcelona Blau, that they were asking them, be calm, play, but even like this, they still having the desire to progress and to go quick to score. Also, that's the pressure of the families and like the environment or the context that they are living right now. They are winning 5-1, but they still having that desire to score. Now the challenge for the coach is to make sure that they are scoring on our way. So as the goalkeeper was saying, just being calm, passing the ball, disorganizing the other team with us or with them having the ball. It's something important that the Blaus are not like being on that point to achieve that yet.
We have a player down for Barça Groc. Again, receiving some spray, and we'll have the free kick taken afterwards. As we're coming towards the end of this first final of the morning. Makwachukwu. This one grabbed away and illegally so. It was a foul on Adam Nekajic. Moria will take the free kick from a little further out than before. Drag back there was by Marc Garcia. So free kick to Barcelona Blau. And that concludes the final. The winners, Barcelona Blau, with a great performance. Excellent second half from them, and they are the winners of the Under-8s tournament. Excellent display from Barcelona Blau. And it really was the second half. Once the first couple of goals started coming in the second half, that was more or less game over.
Exactly. The second half made the difference. The high pressure of the Barcelona Blau, I think, made the difference to the game. Barcelona Grog was under 4 goals, so it was difficult. Congratulations for Barcelona Blau, they did very well. And now the final of the U10s.
The under-10s final is on its way. It's Barcelona Blau against Fukuoka, one of the Japanese teams who are in this competition participating, having travelled across the world. And this is a really great example of the worldwide status of Barça, a team from Japan. We've been really impressed with some of the Japanese teams who've come in for this competition.
Yes, they always bring teams that are very competitive. They normally get to have a team in a final. In this edition, it is Fukuoka in the U10 category. And they always play very collectively. It's a very attractive way of playing. They have good individuals as well, and collectively they propose very nice things and insist a lot in having the ball.
Well, it is going to be the Japanese team playing in pink with the black shorts who get things underway. Going from left to right, Barcelona Blau in the Barça Blaugrana strip. And we'll get things started 10:40 local time. And immediately a sprint forward, immediately maybe a chance for the defence. Get it away from Ransford Owusu. Long ball upfield, this will be allowed to go through, tap back to the goalkeeper. One touch to control and plays it out. We saw the shorter players in the under-8s. Under-10s is when players start to get a little bit taller. Physicality begins to have an impact, although quite often there's a difference in the height between the players due to their growth.
Yes, but where we see the biggest difference is with the collectiveness of play. You will see that there is much more relation than with the U8s. They need their teammates a little bit more, and of course the difference in terms of physicality, well, it allows to see many more things in the game, longer passes, stronger actions, but still the collectiveness would be probably the main difference within the U8s that we just saw.
We've just had an intense start and we have our first corner of the game. It's going to be a cross in from the left-hand side. Waiting in the centre is Yusuke Sakata. That's headed away before it could be reached by Kosuke Ogata. And we've got a foul there for a high foot. Free kick played short. Roll out here to Gabriel Garcia. He sets off down the line. There's the option for the pass to Aleix Alvarez on the left. Instead, it's a shot from distance. First goal of the game. Gabriel Garcia with a great shot to score. It's Barcelona Blau who score and take the lead.
Yeah, and we were talking about those longer distances and what an action from Gabri here. He received in the outside, make a perfect first touch that he already overcame. Then dribbled inside, having plenty of options. One of those, of course, is trying to score. The goalkeeper was a little bit forward, and so he took a lot of advantage on that. With all the intention, he finished where he put the ball where he wanted, and so it's an amazing goal.
Well, a great strike to beat the goalkeeper, Sho Fushinaki. As Garcia had set off down the left-hand side, good interplay, and a great finish for Barcelona Blau, who have taken the lead early on in this under-10s final. Fukuoka go for the long throw. Knocked back there by Shofu Shinaki. Interception there, and the ball goes out of play.
Estamos en el segundo partido del día, la final de la categoría U10, partido que está jugando el Barcelona Blau contra el Fukuoka. De momento victoria para los Blaugrana por 1-0, golazo de Gabri.
Throw in to be taken by Yusuke Sakata.
Partido muy igualado por el momento.
Garcia intercepts, knocks that back into the defence. Taking that forward is Jan Marcos. Plays to Anas Sagdani. And for the time being, playing up top, Ransford Owusu. Is he a player who's been getting plenty of goals with the under-10s this season?
Who runs for? Yeah. I mean, it's a team that has many goal scorers. Not only the runs for. The truth is that most of the players have had different goals during this tournament and in other tournaments where we have participated, and that's a good signal that we don't rely only on our forward player or the one who plays forward. Plus, we try to make sure that we have different players playing up front. We hopefully get to see it in a final, although it's a little bit difficult to see different positions in the same game.
Garcia makes a run through, he's already scored. Tries to hold that up with the challenge coming in from Yusuke Sakata. And attempting to make the run down the right-hand side was Kosuke Ogata. Suspicion maybe of a foul throw there by Garcia. Wasn't picked up by the referee. He'll get on the ball now. Garcia sends that swerving in. He's not a player who lacks confidence. A very, very ambitious player.
Yeah, and we saw now Aleix, he was moving the arms, gesticulating and saying, hey, slow it down, let's have the ball. And we see it much more now that the Barcelona team, well,
we have an opportunity here for Barca to score. Players were queuing up for it. It was a little bit of miscommunication between Sagdani and Ransford Owusu. And it's got a bit chaotic in the middle as well as Fukuoka have tried to mark the Barca players and shut them down. Attempting to make the break, no foul there. It was Haruta Takaishi who went down. Another long-range shot goes wide. It's a lot faster paced than we saw in the under-8s. These under-10s really intense to start things off.
Yeah, it's impressive how what a difference there is within these 2 years. We have seen many 1-2s. We have seen many times that we have moved it from right to left, and so this is one of the main differences that we can see. And once again, they try to have more control on the game, and they try to dominate the ball collectively, but they are struggling. You were saying we see a bunch of players. They are all grouping. In many occasions, and so
here's a strike that finds its way wide. It was Seira Hamamoto who sends a bouncing effort out. One of the first chances of note for Fukuoka. It has been intense, and they push players forward and intercept. There's the opportunity to set that up with the pass in the centre. Good defensive work. It was a nice interception. It shows the teamwork as well, and another Barca quality, tracking back, helping out in the defence.
Yeah, now we're seeing that probably is the first minute where Fukuoka are dominating the game. We see that Barca have done a step backward. Barca, I mean the Barcelona Blau in this case. And so Fukuoka are getting closer to the goal, and we have seen the Barcelona Blau players rushing a little bit whenever they recovered, and they need to slow it down again, otherwise it will go against them for sure.
All taken away and put back into the mix from distance by the captain, Shofu Shinaka. Thrown in down the left. And played central to Gabriel Garcia. He scored only goal of the game so far. That great hit over the top of the goalkeeper off the solo run. Free kick will be taken by Fujinaka. Well, this certainly within shooting distance even, as we've seen it is being set up for a strike over the top of the wall, headed away by the defender. Run down the right. Cross could come in from Anas Sagdani. Instead it will be a throw-in. Barca trying to speed things up. Here's Aleix Alvarez, plays that short. Square into the centre, ball dug out, hits the post, hits the goalkeeper. And comes back out, here's Garcia, he goes for goal. It was Didac Ortega who had the strike that hit the woodwork, went off the goalkeeper and went out. Well, once again, very exciting, very intense, and just after that spell of Fukuoka pressure, Barcelona Blau getting forward and now linking their passes together a little bit better.
Yeah, they're back under control, and they need this stability. Whenever the ball gets in the outside, everything accelerates probably way too much, so we need to see now Gianmarcos to play a little bit back as well. Otherwise, we rush into where all the opponents are, and we end up, or Barcelona Blau ends up losing the ball, like it happened here. It seemed to be a goal kick, but it will be a corner.
So we'll have that set piece to be taken. It's a throw-in right by the corner flag that's going to go short to Aleix Alvarez. An infraction is called there. The intensity continues, and that's impressive as well, considering that these teams have had lots of games these past 4 days as well.
Yes, they're short games. That's a thing to mention as well. But the good thing is that within these other games they have played, they have become a better team, both sides, Fukuoka and Barcelona. The Barcelona players here, they don't play together usually. They are in different teams in the internal competition that we do, and so mixing them up and having them playing together, well, they need this time of adjusting, and for sure having had these 5 games playing together allows them to know each other a little bit better.
Well, we will get some substitutions as well during the game. No switches so far. Turned here by Ransford Owusu. Ransford Owusu wriggles his way through, just came unstuck at the last. Garcia was thinking about a shot. Sends that one over. The control was slightly heavy, but well recovered by Aleix Alvarez. Covered by Didac Ortega. Didac Ortega leaves that for his goalkeeper, who dribbles it all the way back into the area and avoids that sliding challenge from Kosuke Ogata. Ortega tries the clearance, it goes out off the Japanese player. Gabriel Garcia tried the pass through, tried to find Ransford through the middle. Fukuoka trying to stretch play over to the left-hand side. It is kept in by Seira Hamamoto. Didac Ortega blocks the shot. The goalkeeper slides out to clear the danger. And here's Ransford Owusu, goes through on goal, might have taken that just too far. He does finish off though. It's the second goal for Barcelona Blau. Ransford Owusu showing his strength, nudging the defender off the ball, and it is a second goal for Barcelona Blau.
Yeah, it's an good individual action. It comes from the goalkeeper, anticipating very well what could happen and not kicking the ball long, instead looking for a teammate, Ransford in this case, who makes a very good individual action. That's part of the game as well. And with Ransford, the challenge, without doubt, is to have him a little bit more collective and to connect with the teammates, to play the way he faces in other occasions, so that he can be more unpredictable and then do what he just did more often.
He did break through the centre. It all started with the goalkeeper, Luca Zumo. Slid out to cut out the danger, and defence led to attack. Garcia tries to find Ransford. It's another ball through. Surrounded by players, so plays the pass off. And gets in position to finish off. Can't quite get it around the goalkeeper. But that's the kind of collective play you were talking about. He saw the pass rather than going for goal.
Yes, and it all started with Aleix. Aleix received from a pass, like a forward pass, and he was the one moving it from left to right. And anytime that we do that, even the first team or any of our teams, we unorganize the opponents, and so we need to take advantage of our game. It is about going forward, of course, but we can go sideways to then go forward with better conditions.
All cleared away by Fukuoka. Let's go loose here. Barcelona Blau with the advantage. That second goal will give even more confidence. We saw that in the under-8s final. Once the goal started coming in, the players a lot looser. Corner here to be taken by Aleix Alvarez. Didac Ortega. Ortega goes outside. There's the chip in. The goalkeeper tries to cover at the near post and concedes a corner. Barcelona Blau with the majority of the possessions. We reach at half-time. That shot comes back off the crossbar. Positive first half for Barcelona Blau, who lead the way by 2-0.
Yes, and even though they are winning by 2, it has been a very tight game. Fukuoka has had a very clear chance to make it a 1-0. But, well, we cannot say that Fukuoka is not still in the game. They are, and we will see that for sure. They will have more chances, and if they score a goal, we know that the 2-1 is always a score that generates a lot of doubts, especially at the team who are winning.
So we will get back underway with the second half shortly. Very energetic, intense game so far. It's been interesting to watch. And there will be more to come. Barcelona Blau in the second half will be going from left to right.
So
we will have a series of substitutions as well to change things around. Important to give players minutes in this tournament along the way, and especially, as you said, players who haven't played with each other so often, get every kind of combination between them.
Yes, and we'll see now a lot of substitutions, and so the game will change completely. Barcelona Blau haven't made any change yet, and so all the players that haven't played for sure will get on right now at the beginning of the first half, and some of the players who are playing will repeat, and we'll have a little bit more minutes, and for sure that will mean a change of positions, of demarcations, and so it's going to be a good opportunity for us to see how they quickly adapt to the new situation.
So after half-time, we'll get the restart. Barça Blau players back up to their feet. So a series of switches that see the likes of Pau Sinnigan brought on. Also in is Lucas Hurtado.
A l'estadi Johan Cruyff, amb l'última final del dia de la categoria femenina U14. La finalíssima d'aquesta Barça Academy World Cup.
So we'll get things kicked off by Brian Rodriguez, another of those players who's come in. It's almost complete changes for the Barça Blau side.
Yeah, I think that everyone but Gabri and Jan Marcos, who will be now playing, Jan Marcos is playing centre back, Gabri is playing in the middle, so those players that have repeated, they are not in the same demarcation, and so here we see what we were talking about.
So we'll get underway with the second half now. Ball played back by Brian Rodriguez to Iago Ruiz. Back to Jan Marcos, one of the only players who stays on from the first half. 2-0 lead for Barcelona Blau at the moment. Put down the line, this will be grabbed by Jan Marcos, goes back to his goalkeeper. Iago Ruiz to Lucas Zumo. A few changes from Fukuoka as well. They have looked strong in the tournament, but Barça Blau have had the better of possession. They've looked as if they've got clearer ideas as well in the final.
Yes, they're not having consistency with the ball. Fukuoka, Barcelona are having a little bit more. They have started very well now this second half, especially with the ball connecting very well and quickly getting forward.
Here's a chance running through, and it's knocked back to the goalkeeper, taking it away from Brian Rodriguez.
What we're lacking now is to not only see the forward going forward, Brian in this case, but to have the fullback supporting, the midfield supporting, and arriving with a little bit more of players. Because as of now, Brian has been on his own up front.
On to Lucas Hurtado. Lucas Hurtado tries to cut inside. Offside is called there against Brian Rodriguez. Just made the run slightly in front of the defensive line. Goalkeeper plays this out short, and that's inviting the high press.
Que sepáis que el récord ya no es vuestro y que quedan poquitas horas de chutómetro. Pero no nos desconcentremos, que tenemos el ojo puesto en estas finales del
Iago
campo
Ruiz
7.
will take
Final a la categoria
the corner right-footed.
Barcelona Blau contra Fukuoka. Estem a la segona part, de moment victòria pels blaugrana.
Played in, fails to get past the goalkeeper. Throwing is on for Fukuoka by the halfway line. Dribble back to Yusuke Sakata. Slightly risky pass to Shiryu Yoshimura. And there was a foul on Gabriel Garcia. One of the players who stayed on. He was one of the more influential players in the first half, Garcia.
Yeah, with a goal, and he knows how to finish, but he has been invited to play short. That's what we want to do. That I challenge him in doing what he's not that good at, or what we want our players to become better at. That is playing in a way that we all together bring the ball forward. But yes, he has this capacity of finishing from different spaces, the capacity of overcoming as well, and so he has had a very good first half. Now he's playing in the middle. He's participating a lot more in the ball as we see him receiving. And well, the Barcelona Blau are having a good possession so far.
A ball ricochets out. It was an attempt to get it over to the back post by Iago Ruiz. Substitutions just delaying the throw slightly. Kosuke Ogata is the player withdrawn. Here's Garcia. Garcia makes his way through. Could be a solo goal here as he finishes off. That's his second of the morning. Extending the advantage for Barcelona Blau.
aquesta final de la categoria U10.
Robs the ball away, finds his spot and manages to just glide past the defence and finish off a close range finish this time around from Garcia.
Yeah, he had a dribbling before that finishing. You were talking about Gabri. He's playing very, very well. He looks very, very confident. And here he was overcoming opponents, going slowly and fast at the same time, which is something that we appreciate.
Ball returned over on the near side. Kept in play. Nearly brought across there. It was a good run from Lucas Hurtado. And Hurtado has gone down. Maybe fell slightly awkwardly. So the physio is on to have a look at him. And that latest goal is a real boost for Barcelona Blau. It further extends their lead, and we have seen in this competition when sides take a bigger lead, they tend to play more confidently, and that's sometimes when we see better passes. Sometimes we see a little bit more discontrol because players are all looking for goals.
Yeah, it can be both sides, but normally you manage the timing a little bit better. You feel more calm, and so you dominate the time instead of the time dominating you. That's why we see teams playing very comfortably when they have this advantage in the score. And so sometimes people say, oh, they are losing and they are not running as much as the ones who are winning. Well, it's logical. Emotions play an important role there. And you don't feel tired when you're winning by more. Plus, you feel more calm and you play better normally.
The ball comes loose over on the near side. Hurtado back up to his feet and able to continue. Throw goes to Didac Ortega, who's come on. Attempt to run that past. Ortega is successful for Shofushinaka. There's the save from Zumo. But the finish on the follow-up cuts a goal back. The Japanese side score. It's Yusei Ueno who scores for Fukuoka. Well, that's just what the Japanese side needed, was a goal to get them back into the game.
Yes, they're back into the game. We'll see how these precious Barcelona, and it's not an easy situation when you concede a goal, but so far, look, 4 players forward, they have reacted very, very well to the goal so far.
Fukuoka bring the ball away. Didac Ortega is isolated at the back, but makes the block. Now a run through on goal, rounding the keeper and providing the finish. Opportunistic goal from Brian Rodriguez. 4th goal for Barcelona Blau. Responding immediately to the Fukuoka goal. As you said, they didn't drop their heads, they didn't lose confidence, and they get their reward.
Yeah, they went forward, even though it seemed that Fukuoka could go for the second one. And indeed, Fukuoka, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know, I'm not sure now if it was the U10s or the U12, they already made an amazing comeback. They were losing 2-0. I think it was them, yes, and they ended up winning 3-2. So they are a team that are used to have to come back, and so Barcelona doesn't have to relax, not even with the 4-1.
So a healthy lead now for Barça Blau. This ball spins away. We might see a shot here still as the ball moves its way into the area. Zumo makes the clearance. It's come back out to Seira Hamamoto. Barcelona Blau back in possession. Didac Ortega makes a second interception in quick succession. Here's Brian Rodriguez. Knock back to Didac Ortega. It's another ball out of play. And it's going to be Iago Ruiz who takes the quick throw.
Recordem que el tenim a l'escenari fent caricatures. Quina llàstima que no puguis estar aquí al camp 7 gaudint d'aquest partit que estem veient de la categoria U10. Però ei, tots aquells que vulgueu fer
Good work from Didac Ortega, gets the ball to his teammate Iago Ruiz. Ruiz is brought down and we're going to have another free kick for Barça Blau.
Està arribant al seu final, però que estem gaudint d'allà més d'aquesta quarta i última jornada.
Ortega. Ortega again. He's having a look for a ball over to the left to teammate Brian Rodriguez. Zumo. Iago Ruiz, nice 1-2 played. All spread around. This is an opportunity to score, and it's a great team goal. Goal number 5, scored by Lucas Hurtado, but it was a great team move from Barça Blau.
Yeah, they played very well with this one too. It started with Didac as the center. Well, it started with Pau playing with the goalkeeper. I think all the players touched the ball. Goalkeeper played with the center back took the risk, played from the back like as we want. It's not a risk for us. Then Yao connected very well with Alej. It's a 1-2, amazing. Goes to the other side. Brian receives, goes back to the same side, and it ends up with a rebound, I believe, that Lucas receives, and very, very calmly. It's very characteristic from Lucas. Has that 10-point side of the box, which is not an easy thing to finish it. Very, very good, right next to the post.
Finishes off for the fourth goal for the fifth goal rather of the game for Barça Blau. They lead 5-1.
En aquesta final de la categoria U10.
Ortega goes back to goalkeeper Lucas Zumo. Outside to the left to Pau Sin again. Taisho Ashitomi has come on for Fukuoka, the number 11. Offside called against Barça.
And we see now Anas coming in. He played as a midfield in the first half. Now he plays as a center back. So we continue with the rotations. We see Ransford now, who played forward, playing in the middle. So, like we said, we try to have players playing at different positions, to have different experiences in the game, to know the game better and know themselves better. And, well, I think Barcelona Blau are proving it today.
Well, a great mix of positions. It is still at under 10s level. It's early to specialise players in specific positions, and that's why it's so important to get them playing everywhere on the pitch.
Well, I think it's always early to specialize, even when they are 25, to be honest. I think the game is too beautiful to just play or experience a part of it, and if you can get it all. Of course, you won't be as efficient in all the positions, but we have seen coaches that really promote that variability, and I'm thinking now of Kimmich, for instance, that is a player who started as a right back, and now look at how he plays in the middle, or other players that started as center backs, now they are midfields or the other way around. So I think it's a beneficial thing, and when I say I think, it's also based on what science are telling us, which of course with youngsters it can be seen more often.
Have an offside call over on the far side. Rodriguez tries to flick that on down the line. It was intercepted by Shiryu Yoshimura. There's a chance to finish off there. Iago Ruiz was waiting in the centre for any potential pass. Senegan leaves that. Brian Rodriguez going it alone, looking slightly isolated up top. Rodriguez can't get onto that. The delivery in from Iago Ruiz. Slightly similar to what we saw from Ransford also in the first half. Rodriguez just a little bit cut off from his teammates at times.
Yes, I would say that maybe he has been a little bit more connected, also because Barcelona have made a step forward, especially since the score has been more beneficial to them. But yeah, he's a little bit isolated and needs to have players surrounding him. But well, he has taken advantage of that. Whenever he receives, he plays a little bit more the way he faces. He doesn't turn immediately, but he fakes that he wants to go back and then goes forward.
Working inside is Daisho Ashitomi. Holds on to the ball. Ashitomi drags that back. Good skill from him to get past Ransford Owoso, but at the last, it's cleared away by Anas Sagdani. So we reach the end of the game. The winners of the under-10s final, Barcelona Blau, with a dominant performance, great second half in particular from the Barça team.
Yeah, it's been a great game. Barcelona Blau have been superior during the whole game, except for a couple of minutes where Fukuoka seemed to be capable of coming back. Well played for both teams, and I think the Barcelona Blau deserved the victory.
So Barcelona Blau are champions of the under-10s. They take a dominant win over Fukuoka.
Amb el dorsal número 1, Cristian Mantova, Lorenzo amb el número 2, Samuel amb el 3, Mateo amb el 4, Samuel amb el 5, Lorenzo amb el 6, Lorenzo Busca amb el 7, Samuel València amb el 8, Joan Gràcia amb el 9, Francesco Tomolini amb el 10, Francisco Esquivarrasi amb l'11.
Under-12s final on the way, and it is Italia against Varsovia, and this game to decide who will be the winners in this tournament. We've seen two Barça teams win the first two games of the day, but we have two international examples of the Barça methodology in action in this under-12s final, and there have been some great games in the under-12s.
Yeah, there's been really good games around, and now we'll see how this ends up, no? But remember the semi-finals, quarter-finals, such good games, and we'll see what this final will deliver.
So we will get underway with Italia in the blue strip, Varsovia in the red, going from left to right. Italy will be kicking us off. Well, there's a change of ends. So it will in fact be Varsovia who are going from right to left to start us off. We can see immediately a difference in height in the centre. Kotovsky, maybe a new Lewandowski for Varsovia.
We'll see. Definitely a nice team. We've enjoyed them, how they play. Really tough in all the moments of the game, but then with a good treat of the ball, no?
Ball over the top, and it is upfield towards the lankier striker. Foul is called, and we saw an increase in the intensity of the game, the physicality from the under-8s to the number 10s, and that only increases for the under-12s.
Increases moment after moment, and of course they can use more space, and then the 7-a-side field, it will reach a point now. At this level, we can already see that they are such too close, or very close, one to the other. And then with the U14 also, we'll see that a little bit more.
Well, we have a free kick set up by the Italian side. Maybe a wall will be formed by those red shirts. It's going to be a two-man wall with Sadkovsky, one of the players in it. we go, right-footed delivery. Goalkeeper makes the save, and it's cleared out of the smaller area, but the ball has found its way in. It's a penalty kick in Italia's favour. And will be taken quickly. It's an early opportunity to score past Gabriel Domanski, the goalkeeper. So the penalty is set up. Lined up for the right-footed strike, which beats the goalkeeper. First goal of the game. Well-taken penalty, especially bearing in mind the pressure of trying to open the scoring.
Yes, and after, to me it was such a long time, waiting time, isn't it?
Well, we have a little bit of controversy here because the Varsovia players had seen the opposition off the field of play, went forward, tried to score, but they will have to take the kickoff again. So 1-0 lead for the Italian side. So leading the way in the under-12s final, the Italian side who score from a penalty. It came about as a result of a free kick that was saved by Domanski. Tucholsky. Maybe a strike on there. It goes over the top, hit by Mikolaj Tucholsky. Trying to find the equaliser. It will be the first goal kick taken by Christian Mantova, the goalkeeper. Put down the line, it will go out of play. Short throw, and that ball flicked over to the left-hand side. It's Vikalvit. Kotovsky challenging.
Will be a nice challenge, a nice challenge to see the centre back, Italy centre back against the striker, the number 6 from Varsovia. During all the tournament, there have been kind of leaders within their teams. So today there's a nice challenge over there.
Well, we do have some real battles on, and that's a slightly high foot. No punishment given, and finally players called back at Sadkovsky, who is warned. Another free kick for the Italian team. And a bit of space over on the left-hand side. That free kick is picked out towards the back post. There's the header. Doesn't quite go across the line after hitting the crossbar. Great opportunity to score a second, doesn't quite come off, but it was a good delivery from the free kick.
Awesome header, not easy to calculate that trajectory of the ball and touch it like that, and awesome. Another good action from this key player for the Italy team.
Ball held in, almost a foul throw there. And left-footed strike, beats the goalkeeper and finds its way in. It's a second goal for Italia Blau. A well-taken finish, having just hit the crossbar with his header. He strikes low and finishes off. Impressive performance, a complete striker's performance.
Totally. He's playing from the start at the back, but we can see that he feels really comfortable once going close to the other goal.
So it is 2-0. Back underway with Varsovia playing that over to the left-hand side, and comfortable advantage at the moment for Varsovia.
Yeah, it looks like Italy is up on the score, and Varsovia keeps proposing this style of play that we will keep watching, and let's see how it ends up. I think that Varsovia will have some moments close to the other goal because they showed that they feel comfortable playing as a team. But we'll see, because Italy, every time that they are close to Warsaw goal, it ends up inside.
Well, a 2-0 deficit might not mean much, because we've seen some incredible comebacks in this tournament.
Totally. So, for example, in quarterfinals, we saw Barcelona against Warsaw, and Warsaw was leading 2-0, and 5 minutes to the end, it was 2-2, and it ended up in penalty shoot. So we'll see. Hope to see something similar to enjoy a really good final.
What we've seen so far this morning have been fairly even first halves, and then in the second things just seem to not exactly fall apart, but the goals start coming in, things get a little bit looser. Still in the first half in this game. It's a 2-0 advantage for Italy. We'll have another free kick as the Polish player went down. Free kick goes back to the goalkeeper. And at this under-12s level, we've mentioned the difference in the physicality. The goalkeeper's a lot taller at the moment now.
Yeah, now the goal looks smaller, isn't it? So, obviously for the players, once you are close there and you see that keeper, something changes, no? With the U8s, you only see goal, and now you see a lot keeper.
Well, we have a change of goalkeepers for Warsaw, as we see our first series of substitutions. As we said throughout this tournament, it is important to give everybody a chance. It's not just about winning this tournament, it's about giving everybody the experience of playing almost equal minutes. There's no real established starting 7. It's about sharing those minutes around, giving everybody the opportunity to learn.
Exactly. So at the end, the aim behind doing all these activities, tournaments, is to provide everybody with experience that allow them to grow, no? And that's key. You need to play to improve.
Well, the ball comes back to the goalkeeper. His first touch, as it bounced through, makes the grab. We've seen a few changes in position as well from the Italian team. Ball knocked through, might see a left-footed strike here, low effort, goalkeeper makes his first save. Gets down quickly to reach that. Italy in search of their third goal of the game. Played inside there, header away by the goalkeeper. Down the line it is, shepherded out, and we'll get a goal kick. Run out of the area. Varsovia finds some space. Here's the number 25, Sarkovsky. Just caught his teammate Romanovsky off balance. Two teams from a far distance away, but they're playing fairly similar in terms of strategies. That's the Barça methodology. We've seen lots of passing play from both teams. There's that long ball forward that's intercepted by Arusa. Low shot gathered up by the goalkeeper. Italy beginning to have more chances now.
Yeah, and we will see possibly this tendency if Varsovia doesn't score, because Barça will keep pushing, so spaces at the back will keep appearing. No, so if Italy has more chances, we'll see how it ends up.
Well cut back, just the arm across the shoulder of Arusa leads to a free kick. Run through the middle, first time we've really seen that from Reza Roras. Arusa. Kotowski. Roras. On to the right, ball broad across, goalkeeper saves at his near post.
Jugador de Varsovia que buscava entrar per la banda dreta, però el porter italià que estava molt atent.
A bit long out from the back. Space here on the left-hand side, offside flag stays down, and the ball cleared away there by Oleksinski. It's another throw-in to be taken from the far side. Before that, we have our first substitutions for Italy. One ball comes in, no flick on. Back into the mix now, little header on. We're also seeing at this level under 12s an improvement in heading ability, which maybe you don't see that much of it in the under 8s and under 10s, with these players now developing that facet of their game.
Yeah, it's one of those actions that is tricky, no? It's demanding to calculate the trajectory on the air and go with the head, and yeah, we can see definitely this with this U12, and of course in the next one we also have seen nice headers in the U14, so definitely that's happening.
We have a throw-in from the far side. It was a first corner kick for Varsovia, the Polish side delivering the ball in. It just evaded the intended target. One of the new players on the field of play, Romanovski. Sadovski. Out of play once again for a goal kick. As we reach half-time, a positive first half for Italy, who are out in front.
Really positive for them, at least score-wise, no? We can see that Barça is feeling quite comfortable, moving the ball around. Almost all the teams are participating. And Italy now is managing the score, no? That right from the beginning, they got that one up, and then from another action get the second one once Barça was pushing, and now managing the score, no? That is what is expected from them.
We have seen some goal-filled second halves so far this morning in the first two games. We'll see if the trend continues. We'll see if Warsaw are able to fight back. We've seen some great opportunities for both teams. Certainly, Warsaw can't be ruled out. They've had a couple of opportunities of their own, including a ball pushed out at the near post.
Qué bonitos días hemos vivido aquí en la ciudad esportiva Joan Gamper. con estas 8 actividades que tenemos en la Fan Zone, con todos los partidos. Ayer tuvimos clásico, no hablaremos de ello. De bonitos días que hemos vivido en esta 10ª edición de la Barça Academy World Cup.
So players back out onto the pitch for the second half, and it's going to be Warsaw going from left to right in this second period of play.
Este aparato de Oliver, esta carpa que tenemos al lado del post de información, Oliver, para detectar, para tener estos datos, estas estadísticas que nos hagan crecer como jugadores y jugadoras.
So we have a change of ends for the second half and a change of goalkeepers as well. Gabriel Domanski comes back on for Warsaw.
Que se pone debajo de las medias en los gemelos. Os va a ser muy útil. Tenemos ya los jugadores en el campo, jugadors de Varsòvia, jugadors d'Itàlia, a punt per començar aquesta segona part del partit de la categoria U12 masculina.
So back underway. Italy have the lead courtesy of a couple of good goals, a penalty and a low strike past the goalkeeper.
Itàlia blau, que va amb l'uniforme de color blau, i el conjunt polonès amb la samarreta vermella.
Harmless ball goes out of play. Well, the goal kick is called back. The ball has to be still to make the pass. And down the right, just past Romanovsky. We saw a lot of intensity in the first half, and these teams who are used to some longer games, can't imagine that fitness would be too much of a problem for them. There's lots of desire as well.
Oh, definitely, fitness is not a problem. To play 2 games of 25 each half, 25 in a row, and today 15 and 15, with the desire, as you were mentioning, that's not an issue for sure.
We've seen a lot of intensity from all of the teams. This is the third final of the day. Ball intercepted, collected here by Mikołaj Tuchowski. That's another foul. The free kick is in an interesting position. Ball clearing the wall. So we will have a goal kick after the substitutions. On as the physios do their job. Under 10s final as well, that at this age they can now shoot from anywhere, and that just makes things more realistic in a way for senior level.
Much know that with the ball they can cover certain distance, but with
the strike from distance, this is another strike that's saved by goalkeeper Domanski. Romanovsky. Leon Bukcek, who's come on for the second period and is the target man.
¿Dónde están los italianos animando a su equipo? ¿Dónde están?
The ball out of play, we can see that intensity continues, and there's, well, it's given us a high foot.
Disfrutando del buen fútbol formativo en las instalaciones de la ciudad deportiva Joan Gamper en este campo 7.
So another free kick set up, maybe just outside shooting range. It looks as if it's been set up, but we have 3 players forward, including Bukcek and Tucholsky. So there's an effort on goal, and the keeper makes the catch. Maybe just slightly too ambitious there.
Yes, now we were mentioning that they can reach almost all the field with the ball, but the keepers also cover much more. So we'll see.
Well, there's a mistake by the goalkeeper, but it is picked up by his defender. Flicked over the top. Opportunity for Italy to make it 3. It ricochets as Domanski makes the save. Ball just bounced slightly awkwardly for the Italian striker. Some of these players as well not used to the bounce of real grass. They're playing on artificial pitches a lot.
It changes, it changes. I know that when it's summer season in Barça, they play in some tournaments, Italy too, but yeah, mostly it's artificial turf and it changes.
Well, that bounce through Domanski made a good save. Let's take nothing away from him. Made the block with his foot. After that, a difficult bounce. Ball brought across here. Fake shot, second time around, it's closed down. The ball had gone out of play on the near side. So down the line, ball out once again. Well, he had stepped inside the field of play. Sometimes the referees play fast and loose with the foul throw rules. We see a lot of jumping, a lot of 1 foot off the ground. That was maybe one of the more obvious examples.
It was almost a meter inside, isn't it?
We have further changes, and once again, change of goalkeeper as Domanski goes off. In his place is Bartolome Tutas. Space on the right, maybe for a shot. There it comes. Saved by the Italian goalkeeper to deny Mikołaj Tucholsky.
Italia 2, Varsovia 0.
Foul eventually given. That infraction at the back.
A l'equip zona, els 3 canyers oberts i totes les activitats obertes. Buscant també aquest rècord del xutòmetre. Que de moment el tenim en 104. A ver si
gathered by Bukcek.
el récord del chutómetro. En esta última jornada de Barça Academy World Cup.
Tucholsky over to the left-hand side. Tucholsky wasn't happy about something after the shot.
No, now we can start that the hurry, the rush appears a little bit because he had a teammate with an easy pass and it was one-on-one on the goal. But yeah, now you have to manage that pressure.
We have seen sides who are chasing the game leave some spaces behind in the opening couple of finals. This ball intercepted. Another one loose over on the right-hand side. Opportunity here to score another goal. It comes to the back post. Goalkeeper makes a tremendous save. Bartolome Tutas gets down to make the block, and at the other end it's a save from the other goalkeeper. It really was a quality save from what seemed like a certain goal.
Definitely, yeah. He went down and all the time looking at the ball. That normally, at these ages, the keepers, you can see that they turn the head and he was facing it and save it. Awesome.
A brilliant save made by Bartolomé Tutas.
Arribem en aquells minuts que tant ens agraden. De moment, victòria per Itàlia, 2-0.
For the strike bounces through.
Perquè la defensa italiana està molt ben col·locada.
Held out. There was a foul there as we're drawing towards the end of this second half.
Quins portarassos que té la Barça Academy de Varsòvia, perquè aquesta segona part, malgrat el domini dels vermells, les ocasions més clares l'han tingut els italians, amb dos parades increïbles dels dos porters.
Well, that ball intercepted here.
De Domàs i Gabriel i Tutas Batmaniek.
Turn play to the right. It does roll out of play. Chasing after that was Mikołaj Tucholsky. It is late on in the game where you see misplaced pass, a little bit more urgency because he seems chasing the game, and that's when we've tended to see more and more goals scored by the teams who are out in front.
Exactly, no? You look for it, and here in Barcelona, no? You say, when you cover the head, your feet are out, no? So, yeah, we can see more of that, and of course that Italy has those players to use the space, so that may happen.
For another free kick given. It was played quickly. Goalkeeper gets right on top of the ball immediately. Another one loose out of play. Spread out over onto the right-hand side. We have players in the middle as well looking for the ball. Goalkeeper comes out, and in the end, it's the defensive work from Jakub Kushma that puts the ball out for a corner. Overheaded out of play by one of the shorter players who are in the box. Interception there off the intended pass to Antoni Kotowski. Dragged inside by Tucholsky. And back with the goalkeeper, Bartolomé Tutas. Both goalkeepers for Warsaw have been playing really well.
Really, really won. And we could see that both of them, but for example, in this case, the actual keeper feels really, really confident, not only catching, but with the feet and with that awesome save. We'll see now.
We might have to make a save here as the ball goes loose into the area. Set up for another strike, he gets down, had it covered. He's out for a goal kick.
Acariciat al pal la pilota. I de moment Varsòvia que segueix viu.
So we have more substitutions for Italy.
Però Itàlia resisteix i busca també el tercer.
Breaking away once more. Offside is called.
Buscava el tercer. Ocasió molt clara, malgrat que estaven fora de joc. Altra vegada el porter polonès. Molt atent. I s'ha tornat a fer enorme perquè havia fet una altra parada de mèrit davant de l'ocasió dels italians. Ara és Itàlia qui domina aquests minuts de partit.
So throwing is left for Italy, who have been looking for another goal to seal the victory. Goal kick to be taken by Bartolomé Tutas. Throw comes into the centre. This is Raisard Orac. That was a grab back there by Anthony Kotowski. And left goalkeeper gets down, makes the save. And there's a break down the right-hand side. The interception was by Mikołaj Tucholsky. Now there's space here maybe for a shot by Arusa. Plays back to his teammate. That's closed down. The follow-up effort clatters into the face of the Italian player, and Italy take victory. Italy are winners of the under-12s final. Victory with a solid showing. And a good performance with those opening 2 goals in the first half.
Yeah, they managed to score really well. No, they got that opportunity, but then you have to hold all the game against a Barça team that was pushing. So definitely
a victory for Italy, who are the winners of the under-12s final. It's the under-14s final, and it's Barcelona against Dominicana Blau. This is the last final of the morning at the pitch number 7. We'll be heading off to the Johan Cruyff, the Estadio after this, for another final, the grand finale, the women's under-14s final. This, the number 14s, Barcelona against Dominicana. It will be Barcelona in the Blaugrana, Dominicana in the Blau, and we're looking forward to some good action in this. And the intensity has been upped in every game, the under-8s, the under-10s, the under-12s. We're expecting even more intense game in the under-14s.
Sure, they are 13, 14 years old guys. There's a lot of intensity, not just on the field, also off the field. There's all these crowded fans and families just shouting and encouraging, and we can see Dominicana in the first chance.
Well, the first opportunity of the game finds its way off target. And it leads to our first corner of the game. We're seeing these set pieces delivered in. Interestingly, that cleared away from the near post. Not back to the goalkeeper. Well played by Sebastian Said Alarcon. Rolls that out. And this really under-14s, it's a category where physical characteristics begin to become more clear for these players?
Exactly. There's an age where we can find some very, very big players and some ones, as you can see some players from Barcelona, Blau, that are a little bit more smaller. Also is a category which they are used to play in 11-a-side games or fields, so it's going to be a challenge for some of these players now playing in a 7-a-side field, reduce it like spaces and distances. As you can see now, I'm sure they're going to use that power that they have to cross some balls and to play long balls sometimes.
We have seen even at under 10s level, shots from distance with plenty of power. That's been a real development of the game. We'll see even more of that in under 14s level as the ball nearly won away there by Hugo Tomas. Hugo Tomas back on the ball. It's a narrow angle for him. He's got a teammate central. Play down the right-hand side, looking for a cross in, unsuccessful. Throw in for Barça. They play it short, and the Dominicana side, one of the newer Barça academies, but one of the sides that have travelled the furthest. We can see very clear Barça methodology, even in a team from so far away.
Yeah, that's what we are seeing so far here during the whole tournament. Countries from all over the world coming here, playing the same style, the same idea. That's interesting because the first final from a Dominican Republic team here in the World Cup. They've never arrived to this stage of the tournament. So we are seeing, wow.
Oh, the ball finds its way into the net from distance. The goalkeeper had come out. Martin Calvo was stranded as Hugo Tomas scores for Dominicana. Their first goal in the final. And they take the lead against Barcelona. It was the goalkeeper far out trying to cut that out. And a run on and a good finish.
Yeah, you mentioned at the beginning the difference between the sizes of the players and the condition or physical conditions could make or create the difference. Here we've seen lose of ball from Barcelona Blau, and they use that chance just to play this one-on-one from the forward player, and then the goalkeeper from Barcelona Blau that was having some doubts if going or not, and they finally take advantage of that chance and did the first goal for Dominican Republic. Let's see now if they can have more control of that game. It's so crowded, there's a lot of pressure on them, so it's not gonna be easy to have this control.
Well, no player is going to get much time on the ball in this compact pitch. It will make a passing play and close control real key facets of the game. We'll see a long throw-in coming here. Gonzalez tries the header and it's caught by Barca goalkeeper Martin Calvo. Run upfield, there is a pass available on the left. Interception made by the number 4, Adrian Alejandro Caraballo. The centre, maybe a shot could be on here. Left-footed drive, just whistled over the crossbar. First time Barca have really had some space in front of goal to get off the shot.
Yeah, he found the space, he tried from far. Also, it's not going to be easy, this kind of shots from far, because the size of the goalpost is also smaller than the 11-a-side goalpost, so they are not used to this type of size. And of course, the size of the goalkeepers is not the same than the other categories that we've seen so far. So it's not going to be easy finish from far. Let's see if they can disorganize the other team and arrive closer from the goal to just make like a pass into the net.
Well, the ball found its way wide off the mark in one of the better opportunities for Barça so far. And towards the halfway line, seeing a lot of pressure there. Foul was by Vasquez.
I taller de les mans gegants, aquestes mans per arribar a la bossa Barça Academy i aquestes mans que volem veure, evidentment, en aquesta cerimònia de
Right for the strike, close down.
Quan acabi el partit de la categoria 1-14 femenina, aquesta final, que també es disputaran al Johan.
It's the under-14s men's final. We'll see the under-14s women's final taking place at the Estadio Johan Cruyff. A free kick in a dangerous spot. Barcelona looking for the equaliser. Free kick set up, left-footed. Once again, it clears the crossbar. And again, we'll see the goalkeeping strategy for the goal kicks, spreading players out. So the Barcelona strategy to build from the back. We won't see, oh, good save there from the keeper. Corner played short. Left-footed strike closed down. Dominican try and take that away. Barca just getting a little bit dominated by the compact distances between players. It's very hard for them to get some space, to get some shots.
Yeah, the small size of the field and also, of course, the size of the players makes that difficult. It's a characteristic of our game to be together, to play in short spaces, but of course that needs of a lot of quality from the players. And sometimes also, as we can see here now with the Dominican Republic, that they are using as much as possible all the field. To make sure that the distances and the runs from the Barça players or the Barcelona Blau are more, or there's more distances and it's more difficult for them to recover the ball.
We saw a shot there from the Dominican Republic's Andrés de Jesus Zavala, saved by the Barça stopper, who gets down onto it again. Martin Calvo Marin pouncing on that ball, bringing it back into Barca's possession. Out of play here on the left. Caraballo to take the short throw-in. It finds its way through. Had to be taken away there to prevent the goal scorer, Hugo Tomas, from running onto it and having a free shot on goal. Clearance away was by Jorge Rafael Valenzuela. And it starts an attack. Another ball loose, and that is deflected into the net. Barca have the equaliser as they push, and it's a deflection in. It's not the prettiest of goals, but it gets them back on terms.
Yeah, it shows the importance of keep going through the ball and following the action. He had the chance to finish, and then after some rebounds, he just scored that 1-1. So, as we always said, it's important to just be on the action and keep following the ball, either you have or not the ball.
There was a deflection that beat the goalkeeper, who's had a couple of saves where it's ricocheted around. And Barca firmly back in this one. It's 1-1 between Barcelona under-14s and the Dominican Republic under-14s in this highest level men's final. Ball given away to Hugo Tomas Gonzalez. Now it's back with the Barca goalkeeper as Gonzalez tries to chase him down. Dragged back, it's won by Santiago Becerra. Goalkeeper's come out here, ball played across. Good teamwork, and it was a powerful shot. Barca had put players on the edge of the area. But it was very generous play and good teamwork from the Dominican Republic to always look for the best opportunity, for the best angle as that shot goes wide.
Yeah, very good action from Santo Domingo players that they started with a 3 versus 1 situation. They found the space on the left side, they crossed with a pass, so excellent, and then they were very generous giving the ball to someone that was facing the net just to finish, but the recovery players, the Barcelona Blau players, went back very, very fast, so they had the chance to refuse the ball.
Well, comes back out, and it's come to Santiago Becerra. Now a runner across the halfway line is cut short due to a foul. So a free kick being set up. There are options to play it short, including Adrian Alejandro Caraballo, who's dropped back. The referee does all that to be taken back a metre or so. Lifted too long to the right side, too high for Santiago Becerra to keep in play. Out to the right. Bounces through. Barca could have a chance to go in front for the first time. Barca score to take the lead for the first time in the game, running around the back of the defence. It was a miscommunication between the Dominican Republic back line and Barca take the lead. And it just shows the importance of keeping faith as they chased after that ball. There were defenders around him, but he took advantage of just the slightest of opportunities.
Exactly. Quick action now from Barca, recovering the ball, and Dominicanos being very, very close to the ball, so they use...
And here's another opportunity to equalise. And it is an equaliser from Andres de Jesus Zavala. Controlling the ball down, knocking it past Martin Calvo-Marin. It's 2-2 on pitch 7. Well, the opportunity out in front for Barcelona doesn't last for long. As we reach half-time, very entertaining first half of football, and it's all square. We're set for a great second half.
Yeah, very nice first half with a lot of opportunities for both teams, a lot of goals. So let's see what happens on the second half. I'm sure it's gonna be more pressure, more tension off the pitch and also on the pitch with the players. Let's see who can control more this motivation and tension in order to be patient and control that game.
Well, very, very intense first half. Both teams have had spells in the lead. Barca's spell in the lead. Just a matter of seconds, though, before the equaliser. It was a good start from Tomàs to score the opening goal. Barca were behind for a long time until they got their equaliser, then took the lead. But with that late goal in the first half, scored by Andrés de Jesus Zavala, it is 2-2 at the interval. So players back out swiftly enough. And for the second half, the Dominican Republic will be going from right to left. So for the second half, a few changes for Barcelona, a lot at stake in the second half. We'll likely see a lot of substitutions in the final to give everybody a chance to play in them.
Exactly, that's something very important, to make sure that all the players are having this experience, and also they are not used to play with this type of fields like natural grass, so I'm sure the fatigue is also there. After 3 days of tournament, that's the 4th day, I'm sure some of them could be tired, so it's important how you manage as a coach all these substitutions.
That was a slightly short pass, it presents an opportunity, great goal. Andrés de Jesus Zavala, who scored late on in the first half, scores to start off the second period. They are back out in front, the Dominican Republic. Dominicana Blau make it 3-2. Well taken finish, and we are seeing just a few mistakes at the back with the passes, but the players will be encouraged still to play those passes around the back because it's the Barca style.
Sure. There's no other way to play, and we are sure that that's the best way to disorganize the other team and find the right space and the right time to have these chances. Good start for the Dominican team. Now they are up in the score. Let's see if they can have that control and that patience now to kill the game.
Well, the second halves in the finals that have taken place so far have tended to feature lots of goals. You wouldn't imagine that strike from Andrés de Jesus Zavala would be the last goal of this game. The right-footed shot goes through. Fairly easy take for Sebastián Said Alarcón. Andrés de Jesus Zavala. Lifted over, offside call means that goal will not stand. Whistle was blown early. The goalkeeper moves everybody forward, and it's going to be a long kick upfield. Barca have an option for the pass over onto the right. A drag of the shirt is not enough to keep back the number 7 for the Dominican Republic. Making the run was Albert Vázquez. Vázquez just breaking away. He has a word with the referee as he felt a free kick should have been given. Cleared away from the defence. We could see there the strength of Vázquez as he made the run, though, down that left channel.
Yeah, very athletic player. He has all this left side for him, and he has a lot of superiority on that one-on-one situations. We are seeing not just with Vázquez, all the players or some players from the Dominican Republic, they are like much strong and with more power than the ones from Barcelona.
Another ball played across. We've seen that goal disallowed from a very similar long ball. That time around, no offside was called, but it also fails to reach its intended target. We could see another goal here. It's cut inside, doubled back by Rodrigo Alfonso as he's dispossessed. Out of play, and it is going to be a corner kick for the Dominican Republic. In from the right, fell loose there, couldn't be set up for a shot by Santiago Becerra. And are now grabbed by the goalkeeper. And it's launched out to Vázquez. Back to the goalkeeper who sends that away. Short throw from Barça, and again, muscled off the ball. They lose control with Andrés de Jesus Mazuela. Zavala with 2 goals, one either side of half-time, that have made things a little bit more comfortable for the Dominican Republic. It's another crossfield ball. It's asking a lot of Albert Vázquez. Does keep it in. Scuffed effort there. As we get slightly windier conditions here on pitch 7. All across nearly feeds the striker. We're seeing the player up front cut out a little bit more from the and isolated from the midfield in this second half.
Yes, the Barça is now like rushing a little bit in order to score that goal that make them be inside the game again. But looks like now the Dominicanos start having more control and they are moving much better the ball from one side to the other side. They are passing from one side to inside and then attracting players there and then finding the space outside. So it's interesting the game that now the Dominicanos are playing. Let's see if they have the chance to make another goal. If not, Barcelona, I'm sure these last 5-6 minutes that are remaining are going to press high and are going to have their chances too.
Dominican Republic in possession. Barça had pressed high just for a moment. The goalkeeper had smothered the chance. Sebastian Said Alarcon getting onto the ball. Just managing to wrestle it away from 2 very persistent players. So a free kick is on the way. Difficult for the Barca side with not too much in the way of height. Could even be lined up as a shot on goal here. It's going to be a right-footed effort floated over. There's the header and there's the goal. Barcelona back on terms with a well-placed header. It's something we've seen a couple of times before, the disallowed goal and another long ball, but that from the free kick met perfectly.
Yeah, very good cross from Barça Blau. He was, I think, completely alone. I don't know if the Dominicanos were thinking that they were about to play short or what, but he was alone and he did a very great movement to head that ball into the net.
Well, it's 3-3 with around about 5 minutes remaining. And the Dominican Republic will have to do it all over again. Can Barca push on to get the victory? Castillo hands off the throw. Castillo gets the 1-2. Jumping on top of that is Martin Calvo, the goalkeeper.
Si vale la pena estar aquí en la ciudad esportiva Joan Gamper, disfrutando de los partidos de fútbol formativo que nos están regalando estos niños y niñas durante todos estos días.
Out of play over on the far side. Just a few minutes remaining, and this final could go either way. That will really help the belief of the Barca players as well, getting that goal from the header at this late point in the game against the Dominican Republic side, who were beginning to dominate.
Exactly. It changed the mindset completely to Barcelona Blau, that now they start dominating and they start having more confidence. They are back into the game. Let's see. I'm sure this last goal give them a lot of confidence, but now for these last minutes everything can happen. I don't know if the coaches are going to start. Looks like the coach from Dominicanos are going to start doing some changes. Let's see, because it can make the difference, these last minute changes.
More controlled here by Barcelona. It's a 7-20 turn, still keeping possession. Along through the middle. Well, there's an attempt to feed that over to the right-hand side by Hugo Tomas. Still going there. His solo effort comes to an end with an interception from the defence. Now the ball brought away. Well, the challenge results in a yellow card. First booking we've seen. Was a dangerous tackle that leads to another free kick, and we'll get another substitution as Ian Alexis goes off. So another free kick set up with a two-man wall. Delivered towards the back post. It's another header in by the very same player. Two almost identical goals, and Barca, they don't have a lot of height, but their tallest player has scored two headers and they've got in front.
Yeah, almost the same situation than the last goal, but from the other side they've crossed, a perfect cross again. I think it was from the same player, and as you said, they are not as tall as the Dominicanos, but they are heading very well, and the most important thing, they are crossing very well.
It's 4-3 in Barca's favour. And now much urgency from the Dominican Republic. Because a game that at times they have dominated, they're on course to lose. Played out from the back by Barca, it's intercepted. Cut back is unsuccessful. Ball comes to Santiago Becerra. Now it's Barca in possession, but it's a dangerous challenge. We'll have a free kick for the Dominican Republic side. So here it comes. Clipped in, ball falls loose. Cleared away from the area, lumped upfield. Right-footed shot closed down. And for Barca, it's going to be about managing these last moments because there's not too long to go in the game.
Yeah, now it's very important to manage that tempo. We are seeing that the Dominicanos are rushing, but I'm sure Barça is going to try to calm down the situation. As you can see now, playing with the keeper. Oh.
And the ball finds its way to the net. It was a sliding finish. And it is Hugo Tomás, the man who'd opened the scoring, who scores again, sliding after the ball. Gets there ahead of the goalkeeper. And it is 4-4. It's exactly those kinds of nerves we were talking about.
Exactly. Barça was trying to calm down, but the pressure and the intensity, energy from the Dominicanos, well, they give them that chance. I'm sure now the keeper is not going to be that patient with the ball. Also the center backs for Barça Blau. And it's another change of mindset for the Dominicanos. Now they have double energy than Barcelona Blau. I think there's less than 2 minutes remaining for that game. Let's see what happens.
Ball cleared away onto the left-hand side. Lifted to the right, and it does go out of play, time ticking down. Foul there on the left on Hugo Tomás, scored twice. 2 of those 4 goals scored by the Dominican Republic, and he might be setting up a free kick here. Well, he has left it to Santiago Becerra. Wall is moved across slightly. The free kick bends towards goal and it goes just over the top. You can see the wall had left a little bit of space. One back here. Effort from distance, clangs against the crossbar. Really powerful shot there that hit the crossbar.
Really powerful. Again, the player that did that pressure recovers the ball from the center backs. Looks like the center backs now, they are not that confident. And really powerful with his left. I'm sure now the Dominicanos are going to try this kind of shots from back, because Barcelona Blau looks like they are just like very compact on the close to the from their goalpost.
We'll play down the line. Barca finally get the ball upfield. Play goes down, no foul given. Dominican Republic go forward. Barca back in possession. Into the centre. No finish on. The goalkeeper manages to smother. That was the best chance right at the end. Really close opportunity to finish off right at the end.
Yeah, last opportunity, last chance for the Dominicanos. He had that ball. He was in front of the keeper, that the keeper make like 3-4 steps just to close that space that he had, and he did a great save. And now it's time for penalties. Let's see if the keeper can save it again.
Well, it was a great goalkeeping display in the final moments, denying Andres de Jesus Zavala a hat-trick. And now we have a penalty shootout to decide the winners of the under-14s final. So the takers will be selected. And it has been a very even game. Both sides have been out in front. There's little to separate the two sides. But those two headers, really, the key moments in the game.
Yes, very, very nice game. Well played from both teams. They had their moments. Sometimes Barcelona Blau was controlling that game and playing really well. Some other moments was for the Dominicanos. We can see also there's like a war on the fans area between the fans from Dominicana and the fans from Barcelona. But of course, the two chances that Barcelona had crossing the ball and heading that ball were the ones that give them confidence to keep being on the match, and then the desire to win that final from the Dominicanos, pressing that balls when Barcelona was trying to build up from back, make the difference.
So it is a penalty shootout. It's Barca to take the first spot kick. First penalty of the shootout. Goalkeeper guesses the right way, but Barca score. Keeper guessing the right way, going down to his left. And this will be Andrés de Jesus Zavala, who scored twice. Had that chance late on that the goalkeeper saved. Can he beat him this time around? Zavala very square on. Now pulls over to the left-hand side, drives out, and the goalkeeper denies him once again. It's 1-0 in the shootout, going into the second penalty. So a chance for Barca to establish dominance in the shootout. Left foot drive, confidently converted into the top left corner. Two well-taken penalty kicks by the Barca players, and the goalkeepers have the opportunity to be heroes. We've seen one save already from Martín Calvo. This is Santiago Becerra. With the next penalty, blast that in. So it's 2-1 to Barca in the shootout. Can Barca make it 3 from 3? If they do this, then they will win the final. And they do. Barca win the under-14s final, beating the Dominican Republic. Well, Barca do it having come back from behind, two headed goals and well-taken penalties. Disappointment for the Dominican Republic, one of the stronger teams that we've seen, a great display from Barca.
Yeah, we have to congratulate them. They did a really, really, really good tournament. They played very well during that final. At the end, the penalties are part of luck as well. Both teams did well. Congratulations for them, and see you now at the next final in Johan Cruyff Stadium.
Well, we'll be over there to take in the women's final, but this one has ended with Barca's victory in the under-14s men's final.
És un orgull veure la gran feina que està fent el nostre club amb el futbol femení. Primer any amb representació femenina a la competició.